Hi, my name is Nur Atirafika and today I will present about general industry development in Malaysia. The Malaysian economy is largely influenced by four industries, which the first one is electrical and electronic (E&E), oil and gas (ONG), manufacturing and palm oil industry. As the subsector, firstly is the consumer product and services. The consumer sector represents the second largest sector in Malaysia with the total market capitalization with RM 265.02 billion in the main market. This industry has also enjoyed a decade of steady growth and is projected to continue in this manner into the future years. Next is energy. Malaysia is one of the dynamic countries in the South Asia, which it also includes a robust energy sector acting as one of the backbone for the economic growth. Malaysia has been working hard to develop its energy mix by including renewable sources, for example like fossil fuel and domination. Besides is in financial services. Malaysia is highly dependent on the financial services industry, which is evolving day by day to maintain relevance. These include capital markets, banking and insurance, investment amongst other. Financial services are really one of the most important industry, still evolving day by day to stay relevant. Other than that is healthcare. Healthcare in Malaysia was divided into two subcategories, which are private and public. Malaysia was hit hard by the pandemic COVID-19. It showed that this sector rose constantly and was better. As predicted, this sector will continue to rise up until year 27. Next is construction. Malaysia construction industry has been navigating the COVID-19 pandemic and all of its associated interruption, the lack of labor, rising building costs, and shifting consumer purchasing pattern are the problems that the construction industry is still dealing with in 2022. Other than that is industrial product and services. The industrial product and services sector refer to a material product and intangible services produced by the companies. This category is used in the production of a final product such as basic or raw materials and components. Besides is industry plantation. The plantation sector provides a significant stake in the economy of Malaysia and in the livelihoods of the overwhelming majority of Malaysians. Malaysia is the world's largest exporter of palm oil, a commodity versatile that its use range from food and cosmetic to even biofuels. Next industry is property. The property industry has been significantly impacted by the lockdown and other COVID-19 pandemic related restrictions that began in 2022. This action have resulted in significant economic suffering, but as a more positive outlook is supported by a recovery in global demand. It is generally anticipated that the property market will begin to recover in 2021. The significant rise in the value of loans authorized for buying property is another indicator of the property market recovery. Also, mentioned technology industry is the industry applies knowledge of engineering and manufacturing technology to enable production to be faster, simpler and more efficient. This sector is the part of an economy that consists of businesses involved in the development of electronics, software, computers, social media, and whatever other enterprises have close association with information technology. Hence, industries such as fintech, e-commerce, and AI are among those showing rapid growth, wherein investment in these fields bring multiple opportunity to both local and international players. The last three industry is telecommunication and media. It is a sector can be referred to as a companies that make communication possible around the world, whether through the phone, the internet, cables, over airwave. For this sector, it also can create the infrastructure that allow data like text, voices, audio or video which can be sent to anyone, whether it is for relative and stranger in anywhere they like to. Next is transportation and logistics. Malaysia is known for its transportation and logistic innovation in e-commerce and cargo freight, where it also a contributor to growth of the economy. Thanks to the import and export that trade from neighboring countries, after the pandemic, the demand for the e-commerce were getting more due to online purchases such as Shopee, Zalora, Lazada, and at the same time increasing the logistics. Lastly is utilities. Utilities sector can refer to a sector that offer target opportunities into the stock of companies in specific segment of the economy. These utility sectors have include companies that are focusing on service utilities services such as the electricity, natural gas, sewage, or water utilities, or those who operate as producer or distributor of power. For the next topic is contribution to GDP and GMP. As we seen, the graph shows that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which made the availability of labor not possible and disrupted the supply chains, GDP has fallen for the industry of agriculture by negative 0.1%. Thus, in the year 2022, the GDP changed from negative to a positive rate. Later in 2023, the agriculture sector rebounded to 0.6 after that. It shows that 2023 was higher compared to the previous year. Next is the mining and quarrying industry was 0.9 in 2021 and is still considered positive, but It is also felt that effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, which keep the performance of this industry weak throughout the year. Along with that, the manufacturing industry for the year 2021, the percentage was increased to 9.5%. This growth is due to the recovery from COVID-19 pandemic, which contribute to the high demand for the manufacturing goods. After the tragic event in the year 2022, which were caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, the GDP growth for the construction industry in 2021 was negative 5.1%, and it can be seen that the percentage of the year 2021 was the worst compared to the year 2022. Lastly is the services industry had top 5 as the fastest growing industry in Malaysia, but in the year 2022, the percentage of the services industry was 2.2%. Later on, in the year 2022, the industry significantly increased to 10.9%. The services sector always outperformed for the commodity in the Malaysian economic contribution, which was more than 50% of the country's total GDP in 2022.